Some of you will have known this story, but today we're taking on the story of the Good Samaritan. Do you remember who here was at VBS? All right. So you guys have heard the story of the Good Samaritan at least once, right? Yeah. So, the story of the Good Samaritan today, I'm going to put into a more modern context. Not just for you all, but for the adults. And what I'm going to do is ask you, like I did at VBS, to give me your emotional reaction. It's like happy, sad, angry, so on and so forth. Got it? And then I'll ask the adults the same. You okay with that? I was asking them, not you all. All right. So, this is what I want you to picture. It is 30 miles west of a town known as Ogallala, Nebraska, on I-80. I now know who has been 30 miles west of Ogallala, Nebraska on I-80, because there's 3 of you who just went, oh man. Okay. To your right, do you know what you see? What do I see? Corn. Thorn bushes, maybe some grass. To my left, what do I see? Thorn bushes and maybe some grass. Technically, I did use Google Earth. There are 3 trees you can see from there. Or tree-like entities. Not trees the way we understand them in Pennsylvania, but they would count in Nebraska. Okay? And do we see any buildings? No. Not a human structure in sight, even though you can see 10 miles in every direction because it's perfectly flat. Okay? And you're driving a car because it's the future. And you're old enough to drive a car. How do you feel right now as you drive down the highway? Exhausted? That is more true than you know. How do you all feel? The open road, you're driving the car. What do you feel, Miles? You want to sit in the back of the car? You're not wanting to drive the car. You have now made your mother incredibly happy. She will remind you when you're 15 of this. Remember to take that and record it. All right. Adults, how do you feel? Bored, very bored, wondering where was the last Duncan? Answer's North Platte. Okay? So you're out there. All of a sudden, bandits push you off the road. Your car crashes into the ditch. They take your cell phone. They take your stuff. They take the car and they drive off, and you are in the ditch with a broken leg. How do you all feel? Mad. Any other feelings? Mad. Adults, how do you feel? Angry, scared. I heard grumbles over here. Wasn't able to interpret. Okay. So we're angry, scared, mad. But all of a sudden you look back towards North Platte, a good hour away. And what do you see? But a car coming. How do you feel? What? You know who it is? Of course you do. I know. Yes. That's why you guys got to help me out with what do you feel? Feelings? Anyone? You see this car coming. Happy? Excited? Happy? Adults? Hopeful! And the car comes up and it sees you and it slows down and you can see the driver and it's your pastor. How do you feel? How do you feel? Feelings? Anyone? Happy? Y'all, adults? Oh, surprised? Adults? Surprised! What is Pastor Matt doing driving in western Nebraska? The question you should be asking yourself, too, at this point. Okay? And I slow down and then I speed up and keep going. And how do you feel? Mad. Disappointed. Adults? Exasperated. Dude, you're like, I am calling counsel. Okay? But luckily for you, you look down the road, you see another car coming. How do you feel? Kids, how do you feel? Surprised, because you're like, it's I-80, how is there 3 cars? Surprised. Surprised. Adults. Hopeful. Yes, someone's going to help me. And the car sees you. It slows down, and you look into the car, and you see our council president, Maria. How do you feel? I'm not talking to you guys yet. Kids, how do you all feel? What? You can say it. No, okay. Kids, I already know. I already know how you feel. Scared? Feelings, anyone? Miles? Happy? Scared? Scared? I know how you feel. Scared? Because she's like, why is my mom here? Okay. Adults, how do you feel? Hopeful. And she slows down, and then she keeps driving. Oh, Maria would never do that to you. Don't worry. She didn't know that if you became council president, I'd pick on you in sermons. Jeff should have told you that. All right, so you look down the highway, you see a third car. It's coming. How do you feel? Scared. Scared. Adults. Nervous. The car slows down. You see the driver. You know who's there? The kid in high school that you thought hated you the most. Who you did hate the most. Or, if you're not, since you guys aren't in high school yet, that kid at school. How do you feel? Mad? What? Mad? Mad? You're all mad that this is our third option. All right, adults, how do you feel? Disgusted? Is that what I heard? What? Nervous. And he slows down and comes to a stop. Now how are you feeling? Happy? Surprised? Adults? Crowingly nervous. And in that moment, you faint. The scene goes black. Your eyes open up, and you're at North Platte Regional Hospital. How do you feel? Tired? Tired. Nervous. Adults? Confused. This side agreeing with confused? Okay, we're super confused. And then a nurse comes in and informs you that the person picked you up, got you into their car, drove you back to North Platte, which is like an hour drive away, and checked you in. And not only did they check you in, they went ahead and said, let me prepay the medical bills, and if there's any more, send them to me. Kids, how do you feel? Surprised. Surprised? Adults, how do you feel? Amazed. Absolutely. This is sort of what happened in today's story that you'll learn more about during Kids Church, is that this Good Samaritan, the person everyone thought would surely not stop, is the one who did. And reminds us that when we go out there, we too should try to be the Good Samaritan when we